Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I think we can give it 2 minutes till everyone gets notified and hops up. I see people are gathering up, so we will give it like 2 more minutes. For the ones that are already here, please make an effort and go post a comment. The comments are waiting a lot in the algo, so post a comment there. Let's trade or anything that you might like. 14, 10:14. We'll give it 1 more minute. So the questions will not reoccur. Like, well, can you scan that or scan that? So, okay. So I left a link above. Please go and leave a like. Go and leave a like. Other way, I'm closing the live. No, joking, but matters. All right, all right. And it's 15, 10:15. We'll try to focus on 1 hour of framing and trading and speaking and blabbing away. And yeah, we'll analyze what I see here, what I'm looking at, uh, and so on. And about 50 people only. Damn it, only 50. I know you guys can do better. All right. I think we can start. Banger. I put also a link here, a post. You can go and actually post the request down on the link because I'll take the request uh, on that post. So go and say like ICP 4 hours or stuff like that. So if you want me to analyze a chart, a specific chart, just go on the post and let me know what coin you want me to analyze. Okay. Yeah, so for any chart request, I posted a link, chart request time. Go on that one and let me know what chart you want. All right, so let's start it. Bitcoin. I'm going to start with what you already see on my chart. Um, honestly, I didn't trade it too much since Friday, since this candle week here. Only yesterday at London, at New York, sorry, because London was really boring, just a sideways consolidation. And then PJ took a nice short here. You can see we only have expanding volatility. This is the seek and destroy profile. And we managed to take a nice short, hit a 2-to-1 here. I took most of my profits because I did expect it for the price to come back to my entry. So you can see here, we took the swing failure pivot low here in the 61.8 and price has bounced. I didn't took the long, honestly. I said, okay, call it a session, and that was it. No, no, no. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Just put the chart request, the time frame, and the ticker, and I will start analyzing them. All right, time frame and ticker, and I will analyze them on that post which I mentioned there. So I didn't manage to take the long here, but was a great one, was a valid and great setup here. Actually, even if we would have went with a, let's go on 9 minutes, analyze maybe a potential channel here. That's too wacky. Let's see this one. Yeah, too wacky also. But 0.5 actually works pretty well there. Respected. So yeah, you can see price, it's actually hovering at the yearly open. So we are just fighting above yearly open and below it. So anything is like a send to the opposite direction. And right now this is like an equilibrium zone, 0.5 where you don't want to touch it. And this is the upper deviation of the range, and this is the lower deviation of the range. So I'll just play it pretty simple. And this is the reason why you can see I already framed the short here. I already framed the short because I was looking at this potential LJ short line with a deviation of Monday high. All right. I'm waiting for this limit order. I already posted it. And I'm waiting with a limit order around here. If you want to be safer, I think you can wait for a 1-3 minute entry model, like some stuff. Okay, price is grinding higher, you put a trend line, then you wait for a fair value gap and a displacement, and here you can actually take your short on the other side of the trend line with an M-top confirmation or a bearish market structure shift or whatever. But 0.5 didn't kill anyone, so I will go with a short limit order here. Also, I like this area here, this flat bottom. I think we have a order block area. Yeah, we have a slight order block area. I'm pretty sure we have some hidden liquidity out there. That's a sweet spot 706. So if I would be to long anything, would mainly be this, the swing failure of this pivot low into the inverse FEG. Let me show you. Okay, let's mark it up here. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is the inverse FEG. You can see we slightly tapped it. We slightly tapped it and pumped. This would be my area to hunt for a long. Well, we went straight into the skinning the cat this session. I didn't went into the weekly anymore. All right, and that as for stop loss, definitely I would wait. Actually, I would wait for a structural point because I don't want to put a wide ass stop loss here. Maybe 88.6, but still I would end up with a bad risk to reward, something like this. I'm not a big fan when I'm scalping. I think that should be all right. All right, not bad. Okay. Well, we have about 90 people and only 19 likes. 12. What? Come on, guys. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right. So as I told you, any request you want, you put it on the Twitter chat. Okay. So this would be the low time frame, like 5-9 minutes trades that I would take. This one it's already played out. Nothing we can do. It was taken yesterday with Paul. I'm waiting for this short setup. Yeah, the fib level can change if the price goes lower, but I have a clear reasoning to take a short here. And I would look for a long here at 87,000, like scalp long, because I do think that we'll get something like this. up, and then we take the liquidity and then go lower. Usually that's how it works. Okay, this is a low time frame. I mean, not there are some people interested in the low time frame trades, but not everyone is capable of. Uh, and it's absolutely normal not to be that interested in low time frame because it's difficult. It's damn difficult. So this is the plan which I posted yesterday. Yesterday I put my first, my second actually, my second uh, Monday. How do I call it? Article for the market analysis. Yeah, for the market analysis, and I did mention the fact that if you go back on what we discussed about the power of three, so the power of three which we framed Tuesday, if you remember, last week, Tuesday, 13 January it was, Monday, no. Actually, last Tuesday we didn't have one, I do think. The last one we had was here, 13 January. So I did mention about this power of three scenario and the fact that if we get an M top, which we did here, we'll short hedge our spot positions. And this is what I did. This is a trade we took. Now, looking back, well, yeah, smart idea, smart decision, but what we can do next. So next, I'm not interested in taking any longs here or here. I do think that it's probable we can see something like this. So based on this structural, that's a big dollar. I want a little dollar, please. So based on this structure, there is a probability for the price. Let's see, 618. And let's see from the top, I think we have a 0.5 here. 38.2 already tapped. 0.5, where the heck are you? Okay, that's perfect actually. So there is a probability for the price to swing failure this liquidity pool. And then it rejects. Because if you look left, there's quite some reasoning for this area to reject. And also, yeah, this area to reject here. So I would look for some shorts at 92,000 if we get there, but we might even stop here at this whole level into the 78.6, which I was looking in the morning. And we are coming actually back to the point which I framed in this area, which is here, yeah. You can see 90,127, 9,200, that area here. So it depends a lot on how volatile the price action will get. So it depends a lot on how volatile the price action will get into the news. That's why I said I'm not a big fan right now of going with the limit orders, but you can put something like this. It's valid. We have quite some reasoning. We have this M top, damn it, M top trend line. Yeah, we have the 78.6. Also from the, okay, that's 0.5. We have the 38.2 zone also, if wants to do a deeper pullback. No, I'm considering them anytime, not specifically only New York. I'm considering them at any point in time because I do think that they will take advantage of the red folders and how the news will impact the market. And I think the price, you can actually see the price, it's all over the place. So it's absolutely all over the place. And keep in mind, when we get something like this, and then we get this boring consolidation to the downside, we get a spike. So we get a big dump because there's a lot of longs chasing in this area. And market makers, they might give the impression that this will work. Let me show you some good examples. There you go. This is a great example here. Yeah. So we had an initial dump, grind, grind, grind. Look at each time it's swing failure. They try to outsmart it. They here said, okay, breakout and retest and boom. So I expect the same stuff to happen right now. I expect the same stuff. Look at the same pattern here. Slow grind, boom. Again, boom. So I don't think we are out of the woods until we get a more aggressive dump to the downside, and especially until we don't clean the liquidity at the previous month low. So for me, there's no reasoning to go in a swing long, like let's say go something like this from here. I saw some people like that and then targeting new highs. No, actually we had the setup which I posted. I posted this trade on 19 of January. Let me show it to you. I posted the trade here and I said if we get 86,200, I'll long it, and this was the trade. I was targeting that 78.6, 38.2. I saw some people already taking profits. That's all right, because in this environment it's not like you can push the pedal and say, I don't know, go with this huge risk to reward trades like that. No, it's just a range game, and you have to understand that the range game has to be played level by level. I learned this happily. I didn't learn it on the hard way, like a lot of people are learning. I learned it from PJ, and it's insanely profitable to think in terms of level by level and the ranges. In the moment that you start to think like a up only moon boy and focus yourself on the fact that price will, I don't know, have unrealistic targets, that's the sure way to burn your account and lose everything, because you will not take profits. All right, so I think we did frame some setups here. So we have potential long in this area, something like this, and then we get a short reload zone. Yeah, I know the FIP will go lower and maybe something like this, but I do think we can get a 3-to-1 risk to reward around here. I don't want to frame it from now because I don't know how deep the dump will be, but I'll start chasing with the Fibonacci if that's the thing, but I'm expecting something like this. All right, so that would be Bitcoin. We have one short limit order, one long which is not a limit order. So I'll put it like this so you can understand. Then high time frame, we have another short sitting at 90,200. So this is 88,000. This is 5 minutes short. This is 4-hour short. This long it's already played out, so I wouldn't take it again. It's already played out. I'll definitely not play it again. My next area would be, point of interest would be here at 78.6. This is my main area of interest. So even here, maybe if we get a slight reaction at 78.6 Fibonacci, we can play a 5 minute trade, but only if you're fast. Around here, let's go 5 minutes, see what we have there. I need another chart because, or I need to hide the trades. 78.6, not bad. I think I would go with this ones. Let's see the 0.5s. Not great, not terrible. But there is plenty of liquidity here. Here, here. We have an inverse FEG, maybe this one. Light one. We have something there. I think this one is playable, a long scalp here. Okay, enough with boring you to death. So we have 1, 2, 3 setups, 4 setups identified. And here you can go with a OCO stop limit order with a 15 minutes, 5 minutes maybe if you're fast, or even 1 hour reclaim of the previous month low. Go with something like this and then take profit at the range highs, daily open, or whatever it might trigger. So you can actually go with a 4-to-1. It's not bad. I think it's quite a good risk to reward ratio right there at the bottom. We have some confluences here. Let's look left. Okay, let's look left and find some pivots. I like this one. I like this one. And ultimately this one. Let's go here. Maybe we have some random confluences. Oh, this one. Good. Let's put a poke on this area. I'm really interested in the volumes. The volume is peaking. We have a poke here. This is interesting. 84,250. Ah, perfect, man. Such a random level. So it's exactly the poke from the previous consolidation. I will only take the request on the so here you can type your request, not on the chat because I'll be losing them. Lots of people will start commenting and it's normal. So if you want request, the only way to put request it's on that, yeah, on that link. All right, not bad, not bad. We have something so far, about 4 setups already framed on Bitcoin, which I'm looking at. So play it level by level. Don't try to be a moon boy. Don't try to overhype your expectations or call random levels. I do think that on a high time frame, Bitcoin USD, let's see. Actually, let's get another chart here. Bitcoin USD. I do think that on a high time frame, we are close to a local bottom. But so when the price is dumping, don't be bearish. It's stupid. Try to think the other way around. For example, if I'm getting this dump, I'll be more bullish than anyone. And you will see the people start panicking. And actually, that's the moment where I'll start bidding heavily once we get a reclaim of this pivot low or even the previous month low. So don't be public. I think we are close to a local low. Even if we get a more aggressive dump to the downside, I think that could be the pivot low of a Wyckoff. Yeah, so that could be the spring point. So don't be public. All right, I really do think that crypto will start outperforming at some point soon. Ethereum, let's see what do we have on this one. What I have here now is I wish I bought early season. Oh my god. So this was on 6, exactly here at the top. Damn it. Sorry, I don't know why I had that there. He called a perfect top here. Man, 40% dump after that one. Well, okay. Binance. Okay, I think I have some plans somewhere already drawn. Okay, let's see what do I have here. 12 hours. All right, all right. Yesterday I was speaking about the fact that we tapped 78.6 here, but what I don't like is that we are creating equal lows. Yeah, definitely. You can come with the argument that, well, having some coffee, Ethereum just loves to leave behind those equal lows, and that's true. Indeed, Ethereum just loves to do that. And basically because you have usually at the bottoms, you have SMT between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this might be Ethereum or Bitcoin, depends, yeah. So one will make lower lows while the other one make higher lows or equal lows. And that's a reversal pattern. While here, I think we have a stronger bounce for the moment. What time frame is this? 12 hours. Actually, they are looking quite the same. Yeah, they're looking quite the same for the moment. So I'm thinking exactly the same stuff. We have a key horizontal resistance here at 2,900. So I don't think the price will easily get passed through this one. And also you can observe the fact that we took the Monday high and look at the rejection. And it starts to look heavy. Starts to look heavy. And I expect a dump, something like this here. And then let's look for a 78.6. Yeah, the 1 hour FEG here. 4 hour, we have a BPR. Yeah, we might get a slight reaction in this area. I think it's a golden pocket. Not even. Not even a 61.8, 0.5. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of 0.5. I'm not trading 0.5. I'm only trading it in seasons like 2 years ago when we had altcoins mania. We had a very good period in February and November. November, yeah, it was good. And actually, you could have chased with 0.5 fee, but it's not the right time right now. Ah, damn it! I forgot to call the Discord. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I really forgot to tag the Discord. That's something I never did that. Actually, it's the first time I forgot. Forgot. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I was too focused here. Okay. Um. So now I got lower a little bit the fib. Then I need to lower my entry. I think that should be fine. Okay, get back on Ethereum. So in Ethereum, I'm really not interested on taking absolutely anything, honestly. You can see this channel is quite respected. And arguably, it left once again equal highs here, which is kind of retarded from Ethereum side. That makes me think that they are actually waiting for people to wait in shorts. So even though I said previously I expect this, it might not come from this pivot high. So you might get something like this and take the equal highs, have a deviation, and then we get this point. So it's kind of hard to go with limit orders right now due to the fact that we have this high impact red folder news. And it's not only the FOMC, it's also tariffs and so on, stuff like that. I'm in my 30s. I turned 30 years old. Okay. So definitely I wouldn't trade. So I wouldn't trade anything here on Ethereum. Maybe, let's see, maybe let's go with a greedy goblin kind of setup, 78.6. And then I'll presume that I'm playing the range game. Maybe some shorts around here. Give it some room for the swing failure of that pivot high, and then target this area. I think I would play that. But what I meant earlier, I wouldn't play here inside this whole range. I don't see the risk to reward. I don't see the I'm old uncle. I don't see the risk to reward. I don't see the reasoning why to fall around here. Then definitely I would go with some swing failures. So this blue lines, something like this, definitely I would take it. Yeah, something like this, and then reclaim this this pivot low. Is that period when you want to play liquidity, not to play anything like, I don't know, confirmations or continuations. Like yesterday, for example, Paul waited for the swing failure. He observed that price wants a little bit higher and then said, okay, this is a fake out, and he took a nice short here. He took a nice short. Yeah. But that was a nice liquidity setup. Now this is a little bit different indeed. It's not a liquidity setup, it's a confirmation setup because we have a bearish market structure shift. Okay, so this would be the short on Ethereum. The long, I don't know if I want to go with 78.6 long here. I don't know. I'd rather go with something like this. So put my entry where my stop loss is, have something like this and give it a little bit more room, or actually wait for the reclaim and play something like this. I'd rather play something like this. I'd rather play something like this. So Paul saying in my mind, put your stop loss where your entry is. Yeah, here, for example, if you would have went to the classic setup, well, put the stop loss here, but no. Hover it a little bit higher. It's not, and also it's not the right time to be a hero, guys. Not the right time to be a hero. It's not the ideal period when to smash setups at the market. 1 second, let me post this one on Discord because then I will forget. I will totally forget about this plan. Coin short limit setup. It's a clear SS with bearish MSS. Chase with GP for short entry. All right. Ah, fuck, I posted a long here and I'm retarded. Okay. Now the long. Let's take this one out. I'm retarded, sorry. Okay, long setup. Retest of, what's that, 706? Sweet spot with SFP of pivot low into inverse FEG at yearly open. 87,000. Okay, posted those. Now 4 hours. Okay, let's take those one out. So I would take it. Let's say I would take it with a 0.5 here. Why not? Why not? Why not? 0.5 didn't kill anyone, and it's a 6-to-1 R. Then 4 hours trade. So limit order on this one here. 0.5 risk. Stop loss. TP. Then also with the short, limit order. Stop loss on 4 hour, you can go with, I will go with limit orders because we have wider room for error. And this one, I would preferably wait for a deviation. And previous one low long, I would wait for a SFE and deviation above with confirmation on 15 minutes, let's say, or even 1 hour. Okay, that's with Bitcoin. You guys are enjoying? Was there a good joke in the chat? And then Ethereum boy, I would only go with these two setups. And I think they are good enough to go with limit orders. Let's go Ethereum setups on what time frame is that? 1 hour. Short entry. You know, I do this now, and bear with me because I forget. Because after I close the session, I have some in real life things to do, long limit order. And yeah, I mean, people should come and join in the live trading session. But some people, they don't have the time. That's why they join VIP, because I'm posting the plans from scratch. Okay, so that's Ethereum, that's Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think now it's time to go a bit in the major ones. If you didn't manage to put your chart request for altcoins, do it now, because I'll start digging into altcoins. So we are soon getting into altcoins. Bear 30 seconds with me so I can make a coffee. And until then, just write the altcoins request on the post that I gave you there for Twitter. And I'll start taking the requests here. Request time. Let me make coffee, 30 seconds. And back. All right. We only lost 2 people. So 2 people, they have the attention span of a golden fish. Because from 96, we have 94 people watching. That's great. That's great. Okay. Let's go on the majors, others and Bitcoin dominance USDT. Fast. Others. All right. So others is bouncing from the pivot point, which I pointed out. 196. You know, we spoke about this level the last time. I'm expecting it to go higher now. Maybe not that deep in the 78.6. Maybe we get a sweet spot tap here, but I think it looks bouncy, stronger than it looks okayish. Then let's look at total. Well. It tries to hold this trend line. You can see we have some major time frame trend line. Tries to hold there. Total tree. We bounce from the area which I pinpointed last time. You know, we discussed in the plan that it should bounce from this area. And it seems like it's holding on a 3 days. Total 3. Others, USDT. Let's see USDT dominance. I'm really curious about this one. So let's see what this motherfucker is doing. We rejected the 75% GAN level. You can see here. This was the main rejection which I was looking for at a 75% GAN level. Damn. Okay. So 61.8 didn't work that well, but actually the GAN level worked pretty well. But for the moment, we have this area taken as support. You can see the 0.5 equilibrium will be taken now as support. In the past, it was resistance. So yeah, we have to watch this area. If it deviates back below, it will reject and go lower. But we have a strong close on daily. This is a strong close. And even on weekly, it's looking quite strong. You can see it looks like a bullish engulfing that. 3 days, 5 days. Yeah. Let's go on USDC dominance. I'm curious about that one, how it looks. Well, this one it's weaker. You can see we rejected the middle of the range. It didn't tap into 61.8 or 78.6. So that would be it. Oh, okay, let's start into altcoins. So the setup which this is the week 3, 19 to 25 January. Now I'll need to make a new list with setups that I'm looking at. Okay, so we have 100 people watching. We'll start into posting setups right now, and I'm taking the request on this link. DXY. So I see Menon's posting DXY on Twitter. I'll take it as a request because he put a request as I asked. So DXY, I have a very old analysis here. So basically on monthly, this was a range, a big value area which I was looking at, and anytime the price was hovering at the highs, I expected a dump, and at the lows, I expected the pump. But right now we have a very interesting thing happening in the DXY. The fact that we are taking this range lows, which I was expecting to hold, we are taking it as a resistance, so it's already flipped and confirmed. And what that means, it means that price will actually seek for lower here. As long as we stay outside this range, I think the price will most likely seek to play this internal area. What that means, it means that most likely we'll see a dump in DXY to 94 initially, retesting this W neckline around here. So there is room for lower on DXY, something like that. And this here, we should have the first area for a bounce. Exactly, an AB equals CD from this area. We might have a slight, like an ABC correction here, ABC, and then we have this AB equals CD going on. But definitely, or it's actually in the happening with this one. That's another pivot point. So I do expect it to go lower. Okay. So getting back to the shit coins, man, what that was a monthly candle. Looks like shit, this monthly candle. Ugly. So let's make another list with altcoins. How I can create a list? Create a list. I can put a bug. I really like this one. Week 4, I think. What's the date? 26 to 31. 26 Jan, 31 Jan. Okay. So XRP already played out. It's a risk-free trade. I don't want to look on this one. I think we will carry over the QNT long setup, which I was looking at. I want to carry over this one because I don't have yet an entry and I'm waiting for an entry. It's a good setup and I will need to carry over. So it's a QNT 4-hour setup, QNT USD. Hopefully it's this one. Oh, that's not one. Man, bear with me, please. QNT USDT EP. Ah, so it should be with the color. Okay, now I get it. Aster. Well, Aster, it bounced, but I'm still not interested because some people ask me, uh, well, Aster front run your entry. Are you still interested to take an entry there? Yeah, I'm still interested to take along here, and I will wait. I will wait for my entry on Aster. TWT, same stuff, entry at the equal lows, 78.6 with external low. Actually, that's an 88.6 retracement, and we have a bullish market structure shift alongside with internal liquidity raid. Not bad, not bad. So Aster, TWT still waiting for an entry. What the hell is happening here? Okay, it's the low time frame plan. That's so much noise. So put here TWT USDT P. There you go. Aster. There you go. So still valid setups. ICP. I think wasn't this the setup that I was looking for? No, it wasn't. So ICP, I was looking for this. Let's go 4 hours, frame it together. We have any? I think we had. Come on. There you go. So I was looking at this inverse FEG area here, and the equal lows. Equal lows. And I was looking for an entry here, something like this, and then target the previous supply. So this is totally valid. Valid setup. ICP. There you go. Valid. Okay. Now I will go on your requests. I will go on Twitter and take the requests from the post. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So Rose 4 hours, Alp Deluxe, and he's a sub. I will prioritize the subscriptions first, and then if I get the time, because I think that's the minimum thing that I can do. Alp Rose. Rose, it's one bag of mine, which it performed nicely. And when I called longs on Rose, I think it was under the radar. I didn't saw anyone else looking at longs on Rose when we took the longs, and I had multiple longs here. I did have multiple longs. We had the initial W, so we did took this initial W here. If you need receipts, I'll show you in the Discord when I mentioned about them in my positions. But I played it spot honestly because it was a too big of a time frame, and I don't like sitting in the trades as you know more than 3 days to 5 days. My average is intraday trading about 8 hours in a trade. I don't like to sit in a trade for days. So this was spot. I did took partials here because it was more than enough for me. Actually did a sell half on a double here, 100% pump. So I'm ready to reload. If you ask me where to reload, I'd say wait for at least 61.8 here in this area. You can watch left, some support. So that should be the main area for reloading back on Rose. And I will reload spot. Mainly, let's see, 145, 145. Let's go on the next one. Reverse. Well, guys, I told you about River. I had some tries here. We had an M top. We were discussing about it on Discord yesterday, and I do think it topped. We had already people jumping in here, but for me, taking this whole M is not worth the risk to reward. Even I mean, it's a 2R for a huge dump, and I don't like this kind of trades. It can go there, yeah, but usually when I'm taking a trade, I want a good risk to reward. Yeah, I don't want to waste my time with 5 tries in a setup for a 2-to-1. You want something like this, and you'll say, well, it's impossible. EP or IFI, I don't know, Yeah, I forget the name. We had a short on a shitcoin that had exactly the same setup. I think Andrea knows it, or one of the gladiators. I can't remember the name. But we had like a 40R. Ah, yeah, this one. We had like a 30-40R trade. We had multiple trades taken hit here, for example, yeah. So this is a kind of setup that I'm enjoying and I want to take. Because even if you put 0.5% or 0.25, you'll have big risk to reward. But you know that river trade, it doesn't have the risk to reward right now. Okay, Alexandru says Rune. Rune. Well, Rune, it's under my radar. Rune, it doesn't move. Let me show you why it's under my radar here. Rune USDTP. Because it has a fractal which I'm looking at. So for example, look at this one here in 2020. Yeah, exactly the same period, November, December, January. Then here we had this June, July, W bottom. And I'm looking for the same thing now. I have this one on spot. My entry is at, you can get better entry than mine. The initial weekly W at 50, yeah, 0.6. But I'm expecting the same W to appear now, and the risk to reward is absolutely great. So I'm looking for the same structure on Rune. Now you asked me about, I think you asked me about on Twitter, Rune 6 hours. Let's look at Rune 6 hours. Let's get this one out. 6 hours. Let's see. I think we have something going on here. 88.6 most likely. Yeah, there you go. So we have an initial good bounce here, internally speaking. And I like the fact that it's holding this previous demand area. So if we manage to get sort of a 4-hour W, because we don't have anything, now it's a V-shaped bounce. So maybe you can actually hunt, internally speaking here, an entry at 88.6 to 78.6, something like this. Hop in an entry here. And I would close it if I see a 4-hour candle body closing below this pivot low. So candle body closing on 4 hours below that area, that would be a reason to close the trade. So that would be it. Let's go to the next request from Twitter. Hype. I think hype is, wow, okay. It took the 10 by 10 candle. We have a good reaction, but I still think, be careful here, be careful. Let's see the Spaceman current year high. Isn't that like previous month high? No. But be careful here. Look at all the resistance. So yeah, this area, if we get a swing failure of this pivot high, I think would be a good short setup. But only if I get like clear structure around here. Distribution wyckoff or something like that. Definitely, yeah. Definitely, yeah, it looks good. Actually, it looks good for a short. Let's put it in my list for this week, hype USDTP, and put it with red because I want to short it here. Only if I get my triggers. Okay, nice one. So we identified one setup. As I said, I'll prioritize the ones from subs for the moment. And also we have a good long setup. If we play the range game, you can see we have a clear deviation of the lows of that W. So we might get back a retest of this area. So I would take a long. Yeah, I don't have yet a local bottom, but I would take a long around here. Back at the retest. I like it. I like it. Zek 4-hour, Ivan said. Zek. One day. This is more like a range game here. Let's look at this channel. It looks tempting. Not bad. 0.5, well respected. Well, there is a probability for this one to pump all the way up here. Are this equal highs? Yeah, look at them, juicy. Even have an attempt at those equal highs. Pretty good location there. Also, you can see it's a really, really good pivot point here. Support, support, resistance, so not bad. But yeah, this one shortable again here at the highs if we get something like this. I like it. Zek, put it here. I like it. Next one. So we found already 2 setups from your request, guys. Darius said Phil, Filecoin. From Darius, I'm already long on this one, as I said, as I was telling you. This is my main area for bids, so we are exactly at around my entry. I have some more limit orders at 1, which is a good psychological level. I like the fact initially that we had the swing failure and a nice W, but for the moment we have no structure here on the 4 hours. It's again the same wacky V-shape recovery, V-shape structure, which I absolutely don't like to trade, and I'm not inclined to take anything here. I don't like this V-shape recoveries. So 4 hours, I don't see any setup, but daily, we have a very good location and a good psychological level here at $1. Okay, let's see. Sui Avax, Aptos, front row his subscriber. Sui Avax. Let's go on Sui, man. If you remember 2 years ago, Sui was a big play in the space. And you can see my plans here. Instead, take some profits here. I bought some at 1.5. I took some profit here. We didn't manage to accept above. So I have another buy limit order at 1.1. And then you can even go all the way down here at 0.62. So I do think it will go lower. We have any feel on the setups? No. Okay. He also asked about AVAX. I saw some news last night about AVAX. I was looking at this was a spot play on the daily time frame. Now I'm curious if we close above below this low on a daily time frame, because I'll have to cut the trade and take the loss minus 0.5% here. Well, if you ask me about AVAX, I don't know, this equal lows here and this weak feels juicy. Or I don't know, even this area is not retested at $5, but man, that would be painful. But it's real. So when you're into the altcoin space, you don't need to think like, you don't need hope. You need plans and very good execution, and to take into account all the plans that might play. So if someone comes and tells you, well, that's impossible, well, actually, you might want to think, well, actually, that's probable because that person said it's impossible. All right. So if anyone is telling you it's impossible, that might actually work out. Sui Avax, Aptos. We have this listing price here. You can see it's only taken out with $1. So I do think that area could work. Front also asked about Rose and Feel. Well, we discussed about them. And then we have from Bender, we have base 4 hours. 4 hours base. Oh, nice. The fact that it took all this liquidity, but it looks illiquid as shit. I don't like the candles. I feel like I'm trading stocks here. Okay, V-shaped recovery. We had a nasty dump on 18 Jan. Okay, we reclaimed it. That's good. We have some liquidity above here. Target for our potential long now. Definitely my area to look for longs would be around here. Because I don't think the price will fly without the proper retest of this V-shaped recovery. Maybe even an SFP of this low here. Flat bottom candle here. Let's put an alert and wait. Okay, that could work. So that would be base 4 hour, and then Joshi, another sub. He asked about FED, CHVX, CRV, and Filecoin. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's go and look into FED because I had lots of questions lately about FED. Already in a spot position from 0.22. Let's see if I have another chart. Yeah, all right, this one. So I'm long on FED and I would beat spot FED. My invalidation would be this area. If it loses 0.19 on a weekly to daily time frame, that would be a problem for me because if I see something like this, like that's all right. But if I see the price displacing this area and actually taking it as resistance, I'll just cut it here -1%, and then I look to enter at 0. Like around here, 0.1. But I think it could hold. I think this area should hold, and the risk to reward is pretty great, pretty nice. Even if you go with 1% position size, you can end up doing a 5% trade if it goes back to $1. So the risk to reward is pretty good for me on FET, and I'm already positioned. Let's see what Marcus asked for. It's CHVX. CHVX is the Wickfield trade, which I have. Yeah, I'm already on this trade. So let's put this one on the list. But actually, this list, so it's more of an intraday trading to, let's say, 4 hours. Because CHVX, it's a spot play, and yeah, I think it will take some time because it's a weekly time frame. But I'm still targeting that one. Believe it or not, I do think it will go there. CRV, this one cured cancer in the past. CRV. We have that pivot low, which created a big high, swing high. Well, you can see it wants to go for the low here. I'm in a long position on spot, in a buy spot position. If it does this, I will hold it. But same stuff, if I see this one being lost, I think the next level is 0.23. That should be my next level. And Filecoin, we already discussed. Now let's go on the, see if we get more, if we got more requests from the subs. XPL from Spaceboy. XPL. Well, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. But you can see it's dancing. It's dancing with the listing price, man. We are close to that listing price, and I don't like the fact that it doesn't go faster for it. I have spot limit orders here, so I'm bidding this $1, $0.1. I'm a big fan of this listing price and psychological pivot points. So I'll definitely stay with 0.1. Let's see if we have any more requests from the subs. I think that would be it. We can go on the next ones. Doge. Doge. Well, Doge went into a sleeping season, and but it's not that bad because if we look at, come on, come on. Okay, if we look at this trend line, we just need the W on the other side of the trend line. We have a big ass M, that's true here, but it's irrelevant because the location doesn't favor shorting, so I'm not shorting here. But once I'll get this, I'll start bidding once again. I have a big bag of Doge, and I'm riding it from this area from 0.08. This initial W is here, you can see. But we need a W. We need structure. Yeah. We need some structure here. I like Doge. The risk to reward is great. I have a frankly big bag of this one, but I did manage to take some profits from this area. I did manage to take here, and I took more here, and I already started reloading because it's below my average sell price, which will be around here. So buying here is not bad for me. Some spot Doge. Okay, let's see if anyone posted any other comment request. From subs, I have nothing. Let's go on the Litecoin and Zen. I have one from Crypto Yog. Litecoin, man, you're playing with my ego in the good way. So, well, I'm not touching. I said I'm not touching Litecoin until it hits 49 bucks. I'm not touching it. 49 bucks, it's a very good area because you see we have lots of equal lows. 10 by 10 week, the pivot low which created a new internal high, and these three equal lows, well, they are like I think that this is a good area. I mean, I hate Litecoin. No, I don't hate it. I don't hate anything, but everything is a shitcoin uh, in my point of view. All of them are shitcoins, and the solely purpose is for us to make profits. But I'll buy it at 46.39. I will bid because I think I can make a sell half on a double easily. Then Zen, you asked about Zen USDT. Yeah, actually we have a long on this one. There you go. Yeah. Actually, I'm waiting. I'm even have a setup waiting for on this one. Oh, I forgot about it. Let's see a few of the pivot low equal lows. I like this one. I have to add it here on the list on Zen USDT. Man, I need to. This should be purple. I need to check back my lists. Let's go. Dusk is there. ARPA. I have a setup. Let me scroll fast through my setups because I want to be sure. ICP, I have it on the week 4. Because I know I posted about 30 setups over there. QNT, I'm waiting for an entry. Sun, this is Sun Dog. No. I think we have too many here. Or not. A lot of them are already delisted. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Mana, nothing. Nice W here on Mana. Not bad. This W retest might be a good entry. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XPL. That was a nice short on XPL, which we had here at the previous month high rate. AR, yeah, still a bag, which I mean, underwater. Mina, I'm still in the trade. I think that could be it. Yota, Algo, FET. We discussed about it. Solana. Tao, I don't think we discussed Tao, no? We took a short here. Well, we took profits too fast. BMix, I know someone asked. Well, I'm still positioned in this one. This is my average entry. I think I actually What is StefanX? Well, I posted a link. So let's see. The last request I'll take. Go and comment your request plus time frame. No, I won't take it here. Go and on the Twitter and post a comment. AXS Axie. Well, we made money with Axie. We made good money with Axie, if you remember. Look at our entry on Axie. I spoke about this W's here. Late entry, how you'd call it, but it proved itself to be a really good entry. I'm already risk-free. I took some partials, and I'm looking to reload somewhere around here at 1.3 if I get a chance, something like this. I have limit orders waiting, and these are my two main areas. So you can see, actually, it was a real thing. Having a 500% pump, it was actually not that impossible, as some people would say. Mon, is that monad or what's this mon? I was looking at some fib levels here. Nah, well, a V shape. I won't take this as a W. I don't like the structure. Here I don't like the structure. Therefore, I will go with liquidity grab. So if I get a swing failure of this pivot low, maybe, or even this one, maybe I will look for something, but it's not looking great. Do you have any requests? Any other requests? I think XRP I already highlighted. We have a setup on XRP. Week 4. No, it's in week 3. Week 3 XRP. There you go. This is setup. I'm already risk-free. I took profits on this one around here at 1.92. Now I'm waiting. Maybe I get another entry. Who knows? Bitcoin. Let's see if we didn't trigger anything. Not even the long, not even the short. I'll need to chase with the 61.8. Damn it! I hate when it's just going without me. Peckwit Boy asked about secret. Secret. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Looks like a huge, but I think I already brained this one somewhere. Looks like a huge ass power of 3 here. Man, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So most likely it will go into the 0.3. And well, I'll have to chase a little bit, honestly, because if this power of 3 triggers, the same D triggers here, I don't think I'll get my entry all the way down here where I want it. But what I can do is actually split my order in two. I'll go spot and split the orders. That would be my main entry. And then I'll take another one here. And I'll just live with the results. Okay. I see Red asked about Atom on daily. Atom USDT. Man, the scam week from Binance, that's crazy. Also, we had a short on Atom. Look at the short. Well, we played the range game, but look at the short could have went really nice if I paid the trader. It's a good concept that made me more money in the long run than actually. Okay. I don't think 61.8 will be the level for the bounce. I don't think. I think I'll go with 78.6 Fibonacci here. And that would be at $2. So I think I'll go with some limit orders here at $2. Doesn't look bad. And I am debugger. I see. Well, you're not sub, but I'll take the request. I said I'll prioritize the subs first. SNX. I think I had an order on SNX. Yes. I already had an order with a 10 by 10 week candle, which, well, didn't fail because I'm still in. It's a spot trade, which I took here with the 3 days W. I'm still in the 10 by 10 week. I had the confirmations and so on. Still in. Ape also, I have a bag and it failed. Actually, I have to close it in a slight loss here. I have to take a 0.75 loss based on this one because it didn't manage to reclaim. So most likely it will go for the week all the way down here. And let's put an alarm there. Here, I was looking for a 3 drives on 3 days time frame. Okay, I was looking for these 3 drives and price to bounce actually didn't happen. LRQ, loopring, LRC. I don't have an analysis made on this one already. Yeah, but this is, nah, make it a fresh one. Well, I don't like it. I don't like it because it closed below this fully candle below the pivot low, and it's taking it as resistance here. I don't like it. When it comes to daily and weekly, I do spot. When it comes to trades like on XRP, this is leverage. This is futures trade on 4 hours. This is also on futures, the 1 hour trade. Aster also on futures. So most of them, they are on futures, but if you see me looking at a weekly chart, that's not on futures. Okay, Zigball, a sub asked for Jasmy and Link. Jasmy, we made money with this one too. Jasmy, I have multiple analysis. Yeah, so I bought around here at 0. God knows what, how many zeros. I took some profits here at 84. It went higher. I don't have a problem, but I did manage to take some profits, and now it's coming back home. And now, if we go on spot, you can see I'm looking at this like the last line in the sand. Or we can get a wick down into this few points like 36 and 27, but I'm expecting 46 to hold. This is a big important level. And then you asked also about Link USDT. Well, you can see exactly like the previous ones, which I was highlighting. I don't like the fact that it's losing the range lows here. It's the lowest candle body close since November 25. And that makes me think that it wants to go for this area and this area. So 10.5 and 9.6. Another request from K Say. I'm going to say. Well, without a plan, La Vista, without a plan, you will have no chance. So you have to have a plan. So you can see if we're looking at, okay, if we're looking at this trend line for a potential W, we have nothing. So no W, it's actually aiming out. It's the same situation like most of altcoins. But if I get a double bottom formation, that would be a good area. Apu TDTMXC. Like this one, for example, you can see double bottom formation, breaking the neckline looks pretty good. Now we have a retest on this one. So actually reloading up around here is not a bad idea. I have a bag on spot, but I think this one can perform pretty nicely if it starts running. And even if we play this range, you have a 600% run. So it's not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. Okay, I think I'm done with the requests. I think I'm done with the requests. What Bitcoin is doing. Well, it's dumping with my bearish retest, motherfuckers. So they did 530. They did a SFP of the Monday high at around 530. I was sleeping, but it is what it is. And we are already 1 hour and a half in the live. So, like a recap, we have Bitcoin trades, we have Ethereum trades. Okay, near. Let's see near. Someone asked about near from Discord. Yeah, near. I like this area at 1.2. Here. Hello, Otto. This one and this one. So 0.20. Well, 1.2, sorry. 1.2, $1 actually. This is a very good level for near. And the same stuff you can see, we are losing this range. It can turn into a power of 3 into an AMD. Yeah, it can turn into an AMD and this to be the AMD move. Highly probable that it might happen. Well, I think we are done here. Lots of setups. I will start posting few of them. Really good ones. We made already the plans on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Discussed about our favorite shitcoins. Now I think it's time to go and trade. I don't have yet an entry on Bitcoin, nor the short or the long. Yeah, you can catch up with a 1.5 speed, or actually you can slow down because I'm speaking too fast and I'm analyzing too fast. I didn't took the time to go from the weekly time frame because not too many things weekly and monthly. I'll focus on doing the weekly and monthly analysis only on the first live stream of the week and of the month, sorry, because that's when we have the monthly close and so on. And I don't think it has too much sense on doing a weekly and monthly analysis each live stream. So I'll just keep one per month. You know the drill. If you want to join Discord, it's not me who's denying your access. I have to blame PJ here, and I'm happy that I don't have the responsibility to be blamed for that. So it's not me. Good luck, because you need it. Around 50 to 80%, 18 actually, 15 to 18%. So only few people. From 10 people, only about 2 people will manage to join Discord. So good luck on that one. Until then, I'll see you around. For the subs, I posted the I don't know. I like making articles with updates on that regard, and I saw they are pretty well received. I'm giving some of the inside setups, to put it like that. Not I don't spoon feed. I don't like to put entry, stop loss, and take profit. I want to more to understand what's the reasoning behind it than spoon feed. But yeah, I see people already took the Monday high on Discord, man. They are killers. Well done. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll hear you in 4 hours from now. Paul will start the live trading session. and I'll have to go in and trade with him because New York has been pretty profitable lately. And let's see what do we get until then. As for Capua 1 and Capua 2, it's very hard to get in. I don't think there are members who will be able to join now, or maybe only one. Depends on how good are you and how well prepared. And if you pass the so-called, I don't know, exams to name them. I don't think they are exams, but you have to discuss with me or Paul and answer the questions. And if we allow, all right. If not, sorry. Thank you very much. See you guys in 4 hours from now. Bye bye.